which was the French sense of the plasticism, plastic sense, and the Indian concepts. And because he was a multi-faith person, the concepts that he remembered were actually came from the Hindu tradition. Prakriti, Purush, Bindu, Ankuran, etc. And not only that, he started painting this, discovering this new geometry for himself. He started titling his works in Hindi. The other step he took was taking sort of the cue from the miniature painting, where, if you remember, a lot of miniature paintings have verses written on it, or on the top of it, or at the below of it, not only in the Ragmala or the Bihari Satsai tradition, but many others. So he started using lines of poems, which are, and he never used a French poem. He never used an English poem. He always used either a Hindi poem or a Sanskrit utterance. And many a time he'll ring me up from Paris and try to let me correct the spelling so there's no mistake. And he'll say, this is how it is written, this is I'm writing, is this right or this is wrong, etc. This is a long 20-minute conversation in which I have to tell him to do this. And he continued to be very interestingly, in what was happening in Hindi literature, because he had grew up in his boyhood and he kept a track of what's happening. And he'd say, जब आप आए तो थोड़ा हिंदी कविता की नई किताबें लेते आइए, etc. So from there started the second part of his journey, which he kept on. You know, he already had a great reputation as a colorist, but from the colorists, which connected him to the miniature tradition anyway, he started having these works come up, and at one point it would look as if it's the same thing. But if you look a little closely, you'll find that it's not the same. In fact, either the color scheme has changed or the geometrical shapes have a different combination and this, that and the other. He plays with them in a certain sense. Of course, the master player that we had was Hussain, who played with all kinds of things. But Raza started playing with these concepts and with colors.